Hello there. And we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen, to other people who will be joining us later on in the show. See ya, guys. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back again. I'm back. After taking a little bit of it's a bit of a hiatus, had other things to go do. But right now I'm back. Yeah. And the first person to get with me on the stage is no other person, yeah. See, guys, yeah. This guy is fast becoming my right hand guy. Yeah. It's fast becoming that, yeah, because it's someone I can trust, it's someone that keeps the time, it's someone that wants to put the work in. And me and him, we share the same idea in putting the work in. Maybe we might not, share the same idea all the time in terms of footballing ideas, but man, that makes it what it is, and that makes this show one of the biggest shows that I personally love on my channel, and of course on his channel too. See ya, guys. Welcome other person, yeah, than the fellow partner, fellow crooner gunner down here from the Arsenal Vault episode 3. Welcome Josh, the true gunner, right? Man, talk to these people, man. How you doing, man?
Yes, Tony. Good to be back, my bro. Good to be back with you, of course. Look, it's always love doing it with you, man. As I say all the time when we do these shows together, really enjoy, talking Arsenal with you. Really, enjoy talking football in general, really, because we both know our stuff, and
Yeah.
it's always big respects. It's always a pleasure, to do this show with you, man. So very happy to be here, with your great channel and with your great community as well. And really look forward to staying, man. Of course, Arsenal still smashing it, so yeah, we're still buzzing, bro, and that's the main thing.
We're still buzzing. We're still buzzing. See, yeah, big up to Jordan Heyman, who is down here. See, yeah, Jordan, I'll do a show with you, definitely. Football Band, my right hand guy, is down here with me, in the charts. Jordan Heyman is still down here. Longhead Yeti is still down here with us. That's my brother from another channel, from the Yeti's Cave. See, yeah, if you've not subscribed to Longhead Yeti's channel, go do so now. What are you waiting for? It's a part of my own personal community. And of course, I do lots of stuff with him. I go hang out on his channel too sometimes. Go check him out and see no other person, yeah, than one of this guy, since he came down to this channel, and helped us out in the charts. This guy has really been stay put in my channel. No other person than Raj Singh. Big ups to you, my brother. And no other person than Jess Collins, the Arsenal fan, Arsenal history, and more. See, Jez, yeah, I'm back. And to be nice to do some lovely shows with you, Jez, yeah, now that I'm back. So I'll be needing your expertise. I'll rather come to your channel, and you can also bump into mine too, to be nice to run up some shows down there with you. See, Josh, you're welcome to the show. We have
Thanks, man.
a whole corpus of things to talk about, yeah, a whole lot of things to dilate. First of all, let's dig in, yeah. Big ups to Imbizo Nzame, great guy, African football professional. He knows everything African football. Great guy, lovely channel too. Go check the guy out. Imbizo, top quality panel. Big ups to you, my brother, man. See,
Big
yeah,
up, bro.
Josh, while we're in this, international, break or whatever it's going on right now, which is so boring for me. Yeah, I couldn't just wait for the Premiership to be back.
Mm.
For some reason, Arsenal were in some indoor game. Yeah, with a certain football club. I will let you do justice to that. Yeah, with a certain football club. Yeah, Thomas Partey was in participation. Tomiyasu, who's back from
Mm.
injury, which is also a positive, also back from injury. And I think Emmy Smith Rowe was there, if I'm not mistaken. But it ended up that Arsenal lost to this lot here, 4 goals to nil. Now, I'm not here to whine about that. Yeah, It- let's be very frank. I'm not here to whine about that, but I'm concerned that Arsenal doesn't have something down there in at Coney down there, yeah, some sort of some. let me say, where are youth? Where are the youth system? People like
Mm.
all of them, yeah. Like, where are those cadre of youths, yeah? Where you need them to turn up, yeah? Where are they? Which players did we use in that matchup? Why haven't we heard about these guys? Why aren't they developing the same way that some other players at Arsenal right now are developing? Why is it that Manchester City have players like Bob, who went into the internationals? I think he even scored a lovely goal for
Yeah.
Norway in the internationals. Why are all these guys here? From Manchester City's youth system. Why are they looking so good? And why don't we have a befitting youth system that can actually help us out, when the team A isn't around? How did you see that game? And what does this tell you,
Mm.
about our youth system and what's going on down there?
Yeah, I think it was a very interesting result to look at it. Really, look, 4-0 to
Mm,
QPR behind goals. Like, look, we are not moaning. Me and Tony, we're not moaning about this game.
mm,
It's behind closed doors, people. Is that a training ground? Yeah, it means absolutely nothing, really.
mm.
All our first team was out international break. We had to be fair, Party did play, and so did Tomiyasu as
Yeah,
well. But those are our main two starters. I think Smith
yeah.
Rowe actually didn't even play it. I think he went to. I don't actually know what's going on with Smith Rowe. That's another story
I don't know
completely.
what's going on with Smith Rowe,
I
but
don't actually think he played Tony because they only said it was Tomiyasu and Party. So there we go.
yeah,
Our only two starters there. But I mean, look, I'll give you the prime example of like in terms of you, and look, in terms of this whole youth system with Arsenal is like I look at it and I think, I partly sit there and say a bit on the manager on Setter because let's be honest with ourselves here, yeah. He had
yeah,
the perfect chance to give these youngsters a chance in that
yeah,
Champions League game. I don't even care. Yeah, it was a dead rubber game. If he would have won the game, it would have meant we would have stayed top of the group. If we would have lost the game, yeah, we would have stayed top of the group. It was a dead rubber game, and
yeah,
we had youngsters on the bench. We had our youth on the bench, like sort of Nanweri, Lewis Skelly, Walters, which is the fans been hyping these guys up. Tony, I've seen it on Twitter.
yeah,
Oh, Lewis Skelly, he's
yeah.
the next big thing. Ethan Nanweri, he's the next big thing. Walters, he's the next thing. The next big thing. Well, how are you meant to
But
know
he
that
but
when
he didn't play. He didn't
exactly
play in that game,
that's
right?
exactly it? How
Where
are you meant
is
to
he?
know this when Arteta don't play these and don't give these youth players a chance? So and I look at other. I mean, I'll give you the prime example. Barcelona, yeah. Look at their academy. They got three. I was watching the game against Atletico Madrid. 17-year-old centre back, 17-year-old right back, 17-year-old right winner, all
Yeah.
starting for them. Yeah, it's mad, but yeah, look, I I partly think like we have youngsters there who probably do have a bit of talent in themselves, but they just haven't been given
Mhm.
a real chance yet to see. Because every time they're on the bench, well, we barely see them because we remember that game against PSV. He brought on an injured Ben
Yeah.
White when he could have brought on Will Walters instead. So I partly put it down to the manager. I partly put it down to maybe our youth academy is not maybe as good as people think it might be as well.
Then what's the fault with our youth system? Is it that we don't have a befitting coach who is down there working things out down there with the youth, or is it that we just lack clear quality in that youth system? So I want to know if it's a problem with the recruitment, or if it's a problem with the coaching system, or if it's a top to bottom kind of problem.
Mm,
Probably maybe the board. Is it that we're not looking towards that direction? We're rather looking to going into the European market, bringing in players, maybe even setting up our youth system with with maybe recommendations from feeder clubs or whatever. But with what we have right now, I'm not really enjoying it. When Waneri made his debut for Arsenal, this 15-year-old, and to be very sincere with you, is fast, is pacey. He looks good. Like he's really, really very good and comfortable on the ball. But again, you're having that kind of player, yeah. Other top clubs are jostling for his,
mm,
to sign him per se. I heard that they've already given him, a lucrative contract. I don't know if he has signed it or not. Just yesterday, I heard that Mikel Arteta has assigned him a mentor player from our senior team. But again, what's the use of giving him a mentor, having him in the background, having him on the bench once in a while, and not at least giving him a go, using him up? So what does that mean when he came, uh, for Arsenal, on that debut? Is it just one of those PR stunts, or is it like
Mm.
there's no chance for him, or the kid isn't good enough? Like, I want to know the problem, because this looks
I
like a
think,
systematic one.
yeah, I think there's many problems. I think it's a mixture of all of them personally. I mean, you look at the youth academy coaches, yeah, these are ex-players of our club. Jack Wilshere
Yeah,
runs the under 18s, doesn't he? He's an
yeah,
ex-player of our club. Per Mertesacker runs the under 21s, I'm pretty sure. So
mm,
these players, they know these recruitment, they know Arsenal. They used to play for us. So
yeah,
and as I said, I think there's players in there who actually, well, we haven't seen a lot, but have big hype around them. They're like Nan Wary, for
mm,
example. So how old is he?
yeah,
16 years old. Yeah, the guy obviously, and yeah, I agree. I think it was a bit of a PR stunt. When we brought him on,
mm,
to be honest with it. I mean, I just think Arteta
yeah,
wanted. I mean, I go back to the game last season against Brentford. He wanted to just to be like, "Oh, look at me! I brought on the youngest ever player to ever come on in the Premier League." I
yeah,
think it was a bit of a PR stunt, yeah. But I do think we
yeah.
have quality there. I really do. But what I will say is, again, how these youngsters. I'll ask you this: do you really think this manager, yeah? And look, I'm not thinking on Arteta completely, yeah. But do you really think this manager actually trusts in this youth player, in this whole youth sort of system and these youth players,
Bro,
Tony?
no,
I don't think he
bro,
does.
no, bro, no. Personally, I don't think Mikel Arteta trusts any of those players in the youth system. Like, again, I'll take you back to Mikel Arteta, to the school to which he belongs to. He belongs to this Pep Guardiola school. Add experience, and once in a while throwing one or two youths down there. But again, when you look at Pep and his setup, he's brought in Foden. Yeah, he has accelerated him
Mm,
into the first 11, and right now Foden is a starter in that Manchester City team, and you can see he already has the background. He's already a winner. He's playing with experienced players, and he knows how to win. And that's why he's gotten that call up in that England team, and he's looking good. Look at Bob again. I specifically watched that Norway game. I think they played against Czech Republic,
yeah, he
because I
scored, didn't he?
wanted
He
to.
scored.
He scored, and he scored a lovely goal. He's as young as Waneri. Maybe not as young as Waneri, but I think maybe I think maybe he's like 16, 17 or so. That Bob, I think
Mm.
16, 17 or so. But again, he's looking good. So, and Pep Guardiola has already set up that Bob guy here to understand what it means to win, how it means to play, how it means to connect with these players, these experienced players that he's got. Under a short period, he's played with Haaland, he's played with Walker. He already understand what it means to win with a big team. I think even did he win any trophy last season? I'm not sure he popped in last season, but this season is looking good. And already, even
Well,
this season, Guardiola showed faith in him in a particular game. That was a very tough game. He came in the 90 minutes and he scored a goal. So
mm.
why isn't Mikel Arteta trusting someone like Waneri to come in and have a go? Because this is his
Oh,
big chance to come in and
mm,
push this kind of players, like just give them a shot. How about that? Because when some of
exactly.
these players have injuries, we need to look down there to our youth system and pick
I'll give
something
you,
out.
Tony.
And
I'll
if
give
we
you the
don't have
perfect.
it, then there's a clear problem with the strategy that the club is
Yes.
using there.
No, of course, but I'll give you this example, and we've seen this in Arsenal ourselves. Go back to our old manager,
Mm,
yeah. Go back to Emery, yeah. Who gave Saka his
mm.
debut? Who gave Smith Rowe his debut? Who who brought Saliba in?
Unai Emery. Unai
Who gave
Emery.
Martinelli his debut, and who played Martinelli for the first time?
Unai Emery. You have your answer.
There we go. So why did Emery
Yeah,
do it? But why isn't Arteta doing it? That's my question for me. Why
yeah,
why why is,
yeah,
why did Emery do it, but Arteta's not doing it? Because there's been, and I don't hear anything, guys. There's been multiple uh, opportunities for
yeah.
Arteta to play these youth players. I'll give you that Champions
Mm,
League game, for example. Fine, but
Yeah.
you don't play in the Champions League. Play them in Carabao Cup or whatever, EFL
Hmm.
Cup, wherever it is. Yeah, but there's been multiple opportunities where we've had a chance, and they've been on our bench. Don't kid. They've been on our bench every single game. I mean, a few weeks ago we had a guy called James Sweet on the bench. Yeah,
Oh,
we've had Dan
oh,
Wary on the
you
bench.
still remember that name, yeah? Sweet. There was one other name, one outlandish name again I heard, yeah? One name I've never heard before. My bro, man, it's shocking, man, to have those kind of names on your bench. I'm not
Yeah, it's
saying it's
crazy.
bad, yeah? But again, like, why even name them when you're not even going to give them a chance to play?
That's what I'm saying,
That's
man.
another thing. When you're winning, and again, yeah, in this past weeks, we've been winning games 5, 4, 6. Why haven't we kind of like introduced these players into the fray? Please, guys in the charts, yeah, please talk to us, because this is where I want you guys to also come into. Yeah. Talk to us. Why isn't our youth system being, why aren't those youths being utilized? Why aren't they being given experience to play with the experienced players? Why can't we trust our youth system? Because I'm seeing Man City, yeah. I'm seeing, some couple of youths here and there, and they're making waves in these internationals. Mostly that Bob, the goal he scored, I was like, why can't Arsenal have a youth like this that is scoring goals and helping the team? Pep Guardiola has that in his net. If all the other players aren't, making waves, he can call on this Bob guy to get him something. Can Mikel Arteta call on Waneri to give us a go, to get us over the line, to score some setting goals for us? These are mind-boggling questions that personally I would. And again, yeah, see, that's why they have all these press conferences before games. Yeah, like, why aren't these journalists here asking this kind of questions, like pertinent questions like this? About this Waneri guy. Yeah, because I'm not comfortable with us just leaving that guy outside there to dry. And other clubs are coming in for him to play,
Yeah.
for them to come take him away, and we're not selling him. So if you don't want to use him, then why keep him and waste his talent?
Facts. No, but this is the thing. These journalists, Tony, I said it before in my streams as well. Yeah. Every time I do a press conference reaction, the questions, I'm sorry,
Hmm.
they don't challenge a manager enough. They don't challenge a manager enough.
I
There's a
must not
question
see.
the other day saying who makes a better tea. Like what?
Yeah.
What is that got to do with anything?
Oh,
They
oh
was
my
asking
God.
Arteta. I think it was I think we played was before Liverpool or someone like that. They was asking
Yeah.
Arteta, oh, did you watch the Liverpool and Man City game? I mean, this is an Arsenal press conference. Why are you talking about other teams? But this is what I'm saying. Like, they're not allowed to
Who
ask.
makes a better tea? Like, are these journalists here? Are they bonkers? Are they okay? Are these guys with their thinking faculties? Are they all right? You would know that those guys here, that they are not sworn to doing their jobs. They are not truthful. They lie a lot. Uh, I believe many of them are under the brown envelope. But again, I'm not here to question those people who make money out of their jobs. Yeah, that's not my business. Where you work, there you should eat. I do get that. But again, there should be some certain questions here that should be asked. The manager should be at least hold him responsible. Yeah, at least talk to the guy. I'm not saying Mikel Arteta it's his fault, because I personally think it's a top to bottom kind of problem, and Mikel Arteta isn't at the top of the food chain. We have those up there who are at the top of the food chain, whose decisions will actually override Mikel Arteta's decision. But again, it's their job to make sure that our youth system have at least enough. The recruitment is there, the talent is there, and they have a coach who could come in down there and galvanize the boys and help the boys, and Mikel Arteta would be spoiled with choice to go down there and actually pick someone. So I don't know, man, but let's move away. Let's move away from that, man. But because that's just one thing I, observed in the internationals, and I would have loved, one of my, youth players to be shining out there. So, see, let's get out. Let's get out from that. Arsenal linked with Alexander Isak again, my brother. What do you think about this guy? Yeah, do you think this guy should override our interest in Gyökeres? Because I'm looking at Gyökeres, yeah,
Mm,
and I'm saying, you know what? I like this guy. British experience, mind you, he's played in the championship. And before all of you, in the charts, yeah, clamp me down, yeah. Ivan Tony, who you so want, yeah. He played in the championship, and I think he scored nearly about 49, I think 40
yeah.
something in
No,
the
we see
champion.
Tony. We see some ballers come from the championship. Tony
Yeah,
Watkins, Hardy. We see
true
some
boy.
ballers come from the championship, man.
Exactly,
So
man. Exactly. So, this guy, Gyökeres, has played in the championship. He has British experience. This season, he has nothing less than 38 goals this season combined. That guy is a goal beast. But let's put that aside because we'll talk about that later on.
yeah,
But let's push this Alexander Isaac. This is the one that journalists are pushing to us. Uh, are you sold on this guy? Let me just run you down some of his record and some of his highest goal tally. He played at William II in the 19 season. And then I think he played 16 games, scored 13. Now that's in the Netherlands, yeah. And he scored about 13 goals. At Real Sociedad in 1920 season, he played 37 games, scored 9 goals. In 2020-2021 season, he played 34 games and scored 17 goals. And in 2022-2023, he was basically injured. Part of it was injured in Real Sociedad. He only scored 1 goal, and then he made his move to Newcastle last season, and he scored in about, I think, 22 games. He scored about 10 goals that season.
mm,
That's last
yeah,
season. This season now, he's played 20 games and he has scored 12 goals. Are you confident with this guy? A guy that his highest goal tally is just 17 goals, and that was at Real Sociedad. The highest goal
mm,
tally he's gotten in the Premiership, it's this season. And this season, he scored just 12 goals all season. But there's a but there. Lots of injury problems with
yes,
this guy. He's missed lots of games for Newcastle. Is this the guy we want to go get? I get it. Premiership experience. I get that. Is this the guy we want, or do we want to go spend some money and get a killer down here who
yeah,
knows how to score goals, who knows how to hold up play, who knows how to run with the ball? Someone more decent than Nketiah, someone more deadlier than Gabriel Jesus, someone who will have a go, have a run at defenders, someone who knows how to get in behind the defenders of the opposing side, someone who could be a literal fox in the box and score lots
yeah.
of tantalizing goals for us. That's Gyökeres. Is Isaac that guy for us?
See, for me, it's a tough one with this whole Isaac because I rate the player very highly. I think he's a great player, but is he
Mm,
really the type of striker we need in terms of the fact? Look, I'll give you I'll break it down for you. I'll get the negatives out of the way first. Yeah, as you said it right there, the injury record for me is the only thing that's
mm,
really holding me back for us. So, you know
yeah,
what? Yeah, let's go on this player. It's the injury record, and you know, a player's injury prone at Newcastle. Yeah, you know when they come to
yeah,
Arsenal, you know what happens. You know, how with players who come to Arsenal, they get injured. I mean, look at Thomas Partey, look at Tommy Asu. You know, like when you come to Arsenal, if you're injured from before, I don't know how you're going to be like when you actually come to us. So that is a big
mm,
concern for me. Is injury record. I mean, we got Jesus, another one, our striker, and and again he's been missing. I mean, every single few months he's picked up another injury. So yeah, we
yeah,
need a player who we can rely on. We need a player who can show consistency in terms of staying fit week in, week out, ideally. But what I will
yeah.
say of Isaac is it makes sense because the reason why I say that is because number one, we was looking at this guy about 3-2 years ago when he's at Sociedad. If you guys remember, do you remember Arsenal fans? We're literally like the FBI, Tony, yeah, tracking his number
Oh,
plate, yeah. Oh, Isaac has registered a new car in London. He's coming to Arsenal, confirmed. Yeah, I swear we're
confirmed. I saw it.
tracking the flights and all that and tracking number
Tracking
plates
the
now.
flights and all that.
Literally FBI settings, but yeah, we think with him when he's at social, of course, and obviously we never went through with him, and then he went to Newcastle, and
Yeah.
yeah, look, I feel like the main thing I can see why Ante wants him as well, because I'm going to use this big buzzword, Tony, versatile. The guy can play on the wing as well. Let's not forget he can play as a left winger as well as a striker.
Yeah.
So I can understand why we are not. I've got a feeling Ante is going to go for someone called, with that key buzzword versatility. That's what it's all about with Ante.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense to a guy like Isaac. I mean, ability wise, I think he's top class. Very, very skillful, as we know.
Yeah.
But I just look at it and I think there's, and there always is though, there's others out there, Tony, who I'd prefer over
Exactly,
Isaac.
man. Because see, Josh, yeah, we don't need any other injury-prone play. See, we already have a lot on our table. Look at Gabriel Jesus, yeah. As talented as Gabriel Jesus, really is, yeah. Look at his season after season. See, the proof is in the pudding. Injured at Manchester City. The goal tally doesn't even cross 14 goals in a season. Yeah, when it was at Manchester, and that was his best. That was his height. Yeah, that was his height. And he comes down here to the Arsenal. He hasn't even scored more than 11 goals, or even up to 10 goals. I'm sorry, has he gotten up to that? So that's the problem. So do we have to start, allowing this Isaac guy to come down to this football club and also start nursing another injury-prone player? I'm tired of that. Let's go in, yeah. Spend the big bucks. See, guys in the charts, there's a thing called spend the money and get what you want. You get value for your money, yeah. See, it's simple, yeah. The proof is in the pudding. Declan Rice. That's your first example. Spend 100 million. Of course, spending the money doesn't necessarily guarantee you that this player would be the best player or would be a half decent player. Just ask Chelsea. I really understand that. But if you have scouts, if you have a scouting network, and if you have a recruitment process that actually do their job, know what they want, know what kind of player, what kind of ilk would suit you, the way a manager wants to play, you scout for that kind of player and you get them. And Arsenal have scouted for Gyökeres this season. We've scouted Sesko, who plays for RB Leipzig. We've scouted these players this season. So why can't we go for those players? Injury record perfect for Gyökeres. Goal, assist, everything, hold up play. This guy's a beast. I see, yeah. I sincerely saw Victor Gyökeres, yeah. He's making those Portuguese defenders look like absolute tools, yeah. He's making those guys look like donuts. No, I'm serious. And in the Portuguese La Liga, yeah, of course, lots of skills, lots of players that understand how to defend. It's a hard league, yeah. Even if people don't really rate, that league, but I rate that league very well. That's where many legendary players came from. Ask Luis Figo, ask Cristiano Ronaldo, ask these players. Yeah, that's where they all came from. But again, throw that all away. Yeah, this Victor Gyökeres guy, yeah, is making those defenders out there look like complete donut. He's making them look like fools. Yeah, because I've seen this guy. I've seen the goals he's scoring. Yeah, this guy's a beast.
Yeah.
Like, why won't you want that kind of player? And he's totally not injury prone. He will see. You will have to pay more money for that kind of player, for that kind of expertise. But you get what you want. Look at Declan Rice. We spend that amount of money for Declan Rice, but at the end of the day, you get your money's worth. That's what I'm talking about here. What do you think about that, Gyökeres? And is he still your favorite, or do you still want to see Ivan Toney, who, by the way, his goal scoring form has cooled down, a bit. And I don't want hot or cold. I want someone who will come in and start scoring goals. No excuses. Yeah.
Yeah, this Gyökeres guy is doing bits. Man. Look, every time we link with this player, I'm starting to understand the guy a lot more. Look, the goals speak for themselves. And people say it's a Portuguese league. The number one, that league's got a lot of heritage as well. Let's not forget that. Like the Champions League winners Porto two times, by the way. Yeah, there's Sporting Lisbon, who are a big club. Benfica are a massive club as well. There's big clubs in the Portuguese league, and they're very technically gifted. And we learned that when we played against these Portuguese sides over the recent years. So people can say it was a Farmers League and all this stuff, but he's doing absolutely bits. Yeah, the goals speak for themselves. That's what we all know we need is the so-called prolific striker. Well, that guy is proven to be a prolific striker at the moment. Yeah, not just his goals, which has impressed me the most, is his overall play as well. I've been really impressed with. The guy's an absolute tank, Tony. The guy's a beast. He's powerful. He's powerful, bro. Yeah, I see this guy, and it's what I noticed him the most. He loves to drift off. You know, he can do the bit in the box as well. Be that target man. You know, aerial stuff. Get on that end
he
of
can
crosses.
hold up play.
Hold up play as well, but he can also drift off to the win as well, and he actually takes players on as well, which I notice a lot when watching this guy, because he's got the strength, he's got the power, he's got the agility. This guy is looking very, very good. Now people have an argument, Tony.
But Josh, please wait here. But why would this Arsenal scout here see that kind of player? Yeah, and we are being linked with all this, with all these fraud players. Yeah, I call them fraud players. Yeah. Why would you see something big, something that will come, that you need in your team, yeah, and you haggling over these things? Like if I were Arsenal right now, I will be talking to Sporting Lisbon right now as we speak, because we know teams like Real Madrid, yeah, will be coming for that guy. Why do we have to wait? Why do we have to watch? Why can't we go for these things right now? And do it right now? Because to be very sincere with you, I should give Mikel Arteta the props here. He's actually found a way for us to get going in terms of scoring goals this season. Yeah. To be very sincere with you, that guy, he shocked me. Yeah, because I was thinking that Arsenal wasn't going to even score goals at all in the second half of the season. For some reason, he's found a way. And as football lovers, as football watchers, as football critics, you have to give him the props for that. He's done it. But that there will be one of these, kind of games, yeah, that will come in very, very tough. Yeah, you would need that point, man. Games like Manchester City, to be a chess game. You know it. It will be a chess game. You need that tall, towering, strong striker to come in and get you goals. Even if maybe if your midfielders, like maybe on a day if Bukayo Saka isn't really in the game, on a day if Martinelli isn't on a good day, he's not scoring goals for us, or Declan Rice or Kai Havertz is having an off day, you can literally think like someone like Victor Gyökeres, can lead the way for you, can get you goals. But we don't have that in this team. I know we'll talk about Kai Havertz later on, but why not go for this guy?
Exactly. Because there's many clubs in for him already, Tony. There's many clubs. It wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea want him. It wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea would look at him as well.
No, I think Chelsea's going for Victor Osimhen. I even think they already have an agreement in place already.
There we go. But there'll still be other big clubs in for him, Tony, for sure. So yeah, it's like we got act faster. We always do. I mean, we did it with Declan Rice. But this is what I'm saying. Like, we need a striker. We will have to splash of money. It's going to be very similar to Declan Rice money as well. For this guy as well, someone like Gyökeres will be like, I think 85 million they're looking at. So it's going to be very, very similar. But this is what you do. I mean, we paid the money for Declan Rice. Look how it turned out. Yeah. Look how consistent the guy's been. He's been absolutely superb. And yeah, I mean, we know what we need: a prolific goal scorer, someone different to Jesus, someone different to compete to Gabriel Jesus, and this guy is that as well. This guy is totally different to Jesus. As I said, he's dying.
Do you like Sesko? How about Sesko, the one that plays for RB Leipzig? Is he a kind of guy?
He'd be a more. The thing is, he'd be a much more cheap alternative because they only want 40 mil for the guy, around 40 mil. I heard. So he'd be a more cheaper alternative, Tony. He looks good, but I'm more sold on Gyökeres at the moment than
I'm more sold on Gyökeres, bro, man. The way he makes those defenders look like absolute idiots. That's the one that that sets me alight, man. The way he makes those defenders look like complete donuts, yeah. Bro, there was a goal he just made a complete 360 turn, and the defender just, I don't know, I think the defender got injured. Yeah, the defender just hit his head on the pole, on the goalpost.
Oh
That
yeah.
guy's dangerous. That guy's dangerous. See, yeah, if in fact, yeah, he even reminds me of this guy that plays for Nottingham Forest. I'm talking of his power. I'm not talking of this. I'm not talking of Victor Gyökeres' size. His size, he has a, he has a kind of like a smallish size, when looking at him from afar. But he's a
Mm.
grounded guy. Is it might not be well built, but even with that, little body, he still embodies a lot of skills and he has lots of power. And it reminds me of this guy in terms of its power. Awoniyi that plays for
Yeah,
Nottingham Forest.
he's good, man. He's quality. Yeah, Annalie, yeah.
Oh my days. He has the power of Awoniyi and he has the speed. He has his speed. See, don't underrate that guy's speed, man. His speed is something
Mm.
else, man. He's also a
Wait,
pit stop.
wait,
Also,
Sonny, we got a Forest
I
fan in the chat, no? We got the Forest fan in the chat. Yeti.
Yeah, Yeti's down here in the chart. Yeah, big up to Yeti.
Yeah, big up Yeti.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big up to
yeah,
Yeti. Yeah. He
yeah,
has the
big up.
power. He has the power of Awoni. He can bully players in the 18-yard box, make them look clueless, and that's what I need, in the 18-yard box. But let's hope that Arsenal go get him, man. See, Josh, some things, yeah, some some mind games were happening. We get into that crunch matchup this week. Riot, I hope you're buzzing for for this game against Manchester City. RD12, big up to you. That's Rory, our guy. Big up
Rory,
to
man.
you.
Come on.
Football Bant is down here with us. CMO was down here with us. Anthony Herbert is down here with us. Big up to these people, yeah. Bro. Carl Walker was in that game against Brazil. For some reason, this guy is feigning an injury, fell off, and then when he was walking out, he looked completely okay. What is this? Like,
He's
come
scared of
on, man.
Martinelli, Tony. He's scared of Martinelli will cook him. It's fine.
What is this? We know these are tricks, yeah. So, because see, what I'm hearing out there, yeah, is that City think that they will beat us. These other rival fans think that City is gonna beat us up. I don't think so. I literally think that Arsenal can go to the Etihad, and yet he said something on his stream. Very simple phrase, yeah, but I feel that phrase matters. We were talking about this Man City game on Yeti's channel. Who was playing a game? He was playing, on the day he was playing the game on his channel. And then we were talking about this Man City game. Me, Drew Gunners. Shout out to Drew Gunners, our graphic guy. Big up to him. Carl Rossi was also down there, and we're talking about this Man City game coming up this weekend. And then Yeti said something. He said, Carl Rossi said he doesn't think that Arsenal will go there and win. Drew Gunners was also having his doubts there too. But I said, I think we're going to go there and win this, guys. Yeti came out. Yeti said, you know what, yeah? If they want it, they could go get it. It's a simple phrase. And that's the mentality that should be with this Arsenal guys, yeah? If we want it, we're on the verge. If we want it enough, we have to go down there to the Etihad, smack these guys up, and come out there with a win. And see, literally, yeah, these guys are scared of us because Carl Walker wouldn't be feigning an injury, yeah, to walk out on international duty if they're not afraid of us. These guys are afraid of us. Josh, don't you think they're afraid of us? Manchester City, Arsenal on Sunday. What do you think? All the theatrics going on. Man. They're pulling them off of international games. Diaz is off from international games. Bernardo Silva is up. They literally fear us. They're afraid of Arsenal.
We're scary, Tony. We're scary. We're scaring everyone that is afraid.
Yeah. If you're playing against Wolves, do you think they'll be falling like flies in the international games? I don't think so. They're literally afraid of us. And it's for a reason. Arsenal is top of the league. We're there for a reason. They're afraid of us. Let's get that correctly. If they're not afraid of us, why all these cheer tricks and mind games? Talk to us, Josh.
All mind games, exactly, bro. That's the thing. And yeah, this game, this is it. This is it. And as simple as that. It's about if we really want this, because we're seeing this Arsenal team when it comes to the pressure being on when something's big's on the line. It doesn't really turn out well. I mean, go back to last season. We had this exact same fixture, and we was in the title race, and the win would have, for me, got us that title, and we absolutely got battered 4-1. And they absolutely schooled us. Kevin De Bruyne schooled us. We were absolutely shambolic all that game, and yeah, look, I'm confident. And I know you are as well. And I'm sure many Arsenal fans are confident going into this game. For once, this is the first time in many, many years I'm coming with a bit of chest to the Etihad Stadium. Yeah, we've not won there since 2015, Tony. So that 2-0 game. And Santi Cazorla had a masterclass. That was like December 2015, years and years ago. Year in, year out, we've gone there and we've just been embarrassed. Let's be real with it. So, yeah, it's not a nice place to go to, but I'm feeling confident. And at the end of the day, right? I think they've been. I don't think they've been at their best this season. I think the City games I've watched defensively, they've looked poor defensively. I don't know about you, but I think they've looked
poor defensively.
We can easily exploit that, Tony. We can easily exploit that.
These channels are not talking about it. These other channels are not talking about it. They've looked poor this season. Kevin De Bruyne, see, let's get it right, yeah. He's not the Kevin De Bruyne of last season, yeah. I understand that players, yeah, have a certain time, yeah, during their career, yeah, when things will, start winding down, they won't have the same kind of force, they won't have the same kind of energy, they won't have the same kind of input. Just maybe Kevin De Bruyne is at that twilight of his career. I don't understand it. He's already a certified legend for Man City. I get that. He's won the Champions League. I get that. He's a winner. I get that. But again, man, see, he's not looking good this season. Let's call a spade a spade. He's not looking good this season. And again, with Pep Guardiola and with the way he's actually stacking up that midfield with lots of players, yeah, with lots of striking resources, yeah, that are not really midfielders, yeah, it's actually choking and causing lots of problems, within that midfield. It's tucking in Alvarez deep away, from the striking position. It's a striker. That's what he does. He wants to score. He wants to be the number 9, and but Guardiola is actually trying to manage this team and make sure that his striking department doesn't have any worry to kind of like okay, I'm at the bench, I'm a World Cup winner, I scored certain amount of goals when Haaland was injured last season. I even scored 17 goals. I'm a World Cup winner. If I decide to leave this football club, I will have suitors. Even today, he was being linked to Arsenal Football Club. I'm talking of Alvarez.
Yeah,
but again, Pep Guardiola is just trying to, just jam-pack that midfield with lots of attacking talent. It's, jam-packing Bernardo Silva down there. Alvarez is down there. Foden is down there. And there's no even space for these guys to operate. So, he's literally trying to push this Manchester City team, and he's not getting the desired result. Kevin De Bruyne has even lost the ball more times since this season than he has done for the past 3, 4, 5 seasons. This season, he's lost the ball in the middle of the pitch. Exactly. He hardly does these things. So it's not really looking good. Rodri, yeah. I'm sorry about this, Josh. I just have to lay the points down here, yeah. Even Rodri, he's not really even having the best of seasons. Yeah, he's not. I know that without him in that team in the middle of the park, Manchester City have struggled, and they haven't lost a game with him. But again, you could see the level of his play has dropped. The intensity has dropped. All these players know their way around him. He has been found out. And, it might take 1 or 2 more seasons for you to clearly see what I'm talking about. That guy has been found out in the middle of the park. He doesn't have the strength to keep going on. He's playing lots of games. He's playing in the internationals. He's playing in the FA Cup. He's playing in the Carabao Cup. He's playing everywhere, in the Champions League, in the league again. He's tired. He's literally tired. Last season, he complained. He told Pep Guardiola, see, man, I'm tired, man. I can't be playing all these games, and I'm not getting any younger. You need to rest me in some games. Man City can't afford to rest Rodri on the bench. How about that?
Of course they can't. course they can't. I mean, look, at the end of the day, right? As you put it perfectly. Like without Rodri, you saw how they collapsed. Yeah, he's the most easy, and yeah, he's not even been that best. He's not even at his best season at all. But as I said, Man City as a whole, really, they've not been at their best, but they are still up there. They are still there in the title race, and that just shows you like they're not been in the best, but they're somehow still there as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm feeling so confident, honestly. Like this is the most, and this could come back to bite us all, but this is the most confident I've been in many years, Tony. Honestly, you know, not only because we've shown this season we can turn up. I think we beat them at home this season. If you guys remember that 1-0 game, very interesting game because it's like I thought it was going to end a 0-0 draw. Then we got one little chance and then we took it. So that's what I think about in terms of like you know going to Etihad. I feel like they have more of the ball than us, and that's why it's going to be a massive test for Arsenal. This is, I think we all know the biggest game of the season for Arsenal so far. You know, and I've been saying this is a must-win. I don't know about you. I was going to ask you the question: is this game a must-win? I think it is. If you want to win the league title, you have to beat Man City. You have to.
Josh, see, this is a no-brainer. If we want the league, we have to go into the Etihad and smack these guys up. We need to go down there and smack these people up. We need to beat them at the Etihad. Even a draw is not warranted right now. We need to win because you know what? Yeah, we all know that Arsenal have the hardest games in this title run. In we have the hardest game by far. We have to go down to the Etihad. Definitely this Sunday we're going down there, guys. We are going to North London. Yeah, our North London rivals. These rivals, if they know, once they know that we're coming down there, yeah. Even in game, wait, but do you think that Tottenham Hotspurs, yeah, if they know that we're in that forefront to win the league, yeah, do you think they would rather allow us to win the league than allow Manchester City to win the league? They would literally put bunch of kit when they play against Liverpool, just to make sure that Arsenal doesn't win the league.
Exactly.
So we are exactly. We're going to North London, yeah, to meet our biggest rivals, yeah, in London, yeah, and we're going down there. These guys are putting all their beasts down there, and you know what, yeah, all their beasts have 14 days to rest before they play against Arsenal. While Arsenal will have 4 games within that 14 days.
Yeah.
Before we go play in North London. How fair is that? We're doomed. We're doomed. So see, yeah, if we don't get our act right, yeah, and start going to these places and turning these teams over, yeah, if we want to win the league, I still base my argument on what Yeti said. If we want it, so it depends on how Mikel Arteta have told these guys. Do you really want it? Show us how you want it. Go down there to the Etihad, smack these people up because see, you know what? Yeah, Man City, they are beatable. They are beatable.
They are.
The defense. They're beatable, man. They're beatable.
Of course they are. Of course they are. At the end of the day, and yeah, it's exactly that. That you know, our mentality's got to be spot on. Our mentality is like we want to win the title. We need to get a win at the Etihad. It's as simple as that, really. You know, as you said, they're beatable. I mean, Arsenal dropped points to even some of the title challenges that were. I mean, Liverpool drew twice of them this season. No, Chelsea drew them twice. So why can't we? Or why can't we? I mean, we beat them already. Why can't we beat them again?
You even remember Chelsea scored 4 against them. You remember at the bridge, yeah?
Saying, man, their defense is leaking goals as well, guys. They're there. Honestly, we can honestly capitalize these lot, yeah, and
we can capitalize on that.
We can honestly go and get this win, guys. Honestly, I believe we can actually win. Yeah, not draw, win. I'm not confident we can go there. Come with chess, we can win this game against Man City at the Etihad. It's going to be tough as it always will be. Yeah, they've got world-class manager. They've got world-class manager and they've got world-class players. Yeah, but I still believe that they have not. They've been very vulnerable this season. I even watched him in the first half against Man United when they did the Manchester derby. Yeah, Man United are awful, but they played very well in that first half. They won up as well, and against a better side, they would not have got away with winning that game in the end. I don't think so. I think they're there for the taking. I really do, Tony. Like seriously, I think we can go there and get a win, and we have to really because if we lose this game,
you know what? See, you know what? Yeah, I even genuinely think that they're scared. How about that? I've not seen a Man City team this bad in recent years. I literally think these guys are scared. Look at how they're dropping like flies in their internationals just to protect themselves, against Arsenal. Like, when was the last time you heard of that? Once they know in recent seasons, yeah, 3, 2, 4 seasons ago, when they say they're playing Arsenal, they're going for internationals, they're playing their internationals to the end. Because
Yeah.
Arsenal, they know they'll smack Arsenal up at the Etihad. They always know it. But this is the first time that I'm seeing, this mind games from Pep Guardiola against an Arsenal team that should be a comfortable, a comfortable win, right? Arsenal is, we have no backbone. Yeah, good. Then why pretending and why falling like flies everywhere in the internationals? Why protecting Diaz? Why protecting Bernardo Silva? Why protecting Kyle Walker? Big ups to Riot. He gives us $2 and he says something here. He says, reason Walker faking, scared, injured into April. Oh my god! Oh my days!
No, but the thing is,
guys,
because the thing is, they actually respecting us, Tony, for once. I mean, you go back to recent years, yeah. Recent years ago, they must have been rubbing their hands. Oh, Arsenal's next. Oh yes, it's gonna be a bit of fun. But now they're actually respecting us, people.
We're gonna smack them up. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they'll be rubbing their lips and rubbing their hands, getting ready to smack us up. But right now, for the first time in how many years now? Yeah, I'm seeing Man City. They're up and running. They're careful about their players in the internationals. They want them all back without injuries, and with the kind of respect I'm seeing. Kyle Walker was seen talking today and saying, "Oh, Arsenal," it was talking about Arsenal signings, and it was talking about Declan Rice, about how Arsenal have recruited fairly nice this season. I don't hear this guys talking about Arsenal in that light, in that way. If it's before, they'll be laughing. Being ready to have a kick about with the boys again. But right now they're scared, and I just really like this pressure. Arsenal should use that pressure and go into this matchup and get us some points, man. But again, let's look a little bit into this Manchester United stuff. Yeah, the England manager Southgate is their number one pick for that job. What do you think? There's also a host of managers to pick up that job. They're also looking at Nagelsmann. They're also looking at
Graham Potter.
Graham Potter is also in the forefront for that job too. I've also heard about Xavi in some incendiary space. What do you think is best for that Manchester United, man? Which manager do you think is the best to install there that would be kind of like a spy, that will help Arsenal keep dominating the league? Because
Gareth Southgate.
I don't want to see Man United grow. I want them dead. Oh. I want them to be a dead team the way Chelsea is. So we need a foreign spy down there. Yeah, we need someone like Southgate.
Exactly.
I'll install Southgate. Yeah.
Exactly. Give him a Southgate. Exactly. He's absolutely he's just laughable. He's a clown, Gareth Southgate. So
he's a clown. I need that clown there. Yeah.
Southgate. Because if to be honest, real talk, if they get someone like De Zerbi from Brighton or someone like Xavi, I don't think it'd be too bad for them. But when they link with managers like Graham Potter and Gareth Southgate, yes, please. Honestly, yes, please. Real talk. I think, but you know what? I don't see them getting rid of Ten Hag yet, Tony. I really don't. I don't see him just bidding them off yet. I really don't see Man United.
I think he'll go. I think he'll go. You think? I think he'll. I don't think he'll go. He'll go. I think he'll go because I think the fan base are. I think the fan base are frustrated with this guy. You can hear it in at Old Trafford. It's just because of recent wins that has taken that away. And this emergence of Maino has really galvanized that Old Trafford, fan base. That's what's gassing them up right now. Maybe when they take more 2-3 losses in the league, they will come back down to reality. They're hyping up this Maino guy as if it's the next big thing. After Jack Wilshere or whatever, bro, if you see this Manchester United fans, they are so salty, just putting this guy, with the likes of Fabregas. What are these guys smoking? You see, yeah, I know in London, yeah, I know there's I know they sell some certain kind of crack down there, yeah, these days, yeah, crocodile or whatever. So, I think these guys are really taking it and it gets into their head. So maybe these guys are smoking crocodile, yeah, but see, let's get it correct, yeah. This Mano guy allowed the guy to grow. Man United fans, yeah, calm down, take it easy.
Yeah,
He's nothing
he's
like
a good player,
Fabregas.
man. He's a good player, but it's
Relax.
overhyping him too much, man.
You're
I'm telling you,
overhyping this kid.
give him time. Give the kid time, bro.
And that's what will make him fail. The hype is too much.
Yeah.
I've never seen this kind of hype before. The hype is too much. But again, what makes this kid special? I know he's a special kid, but again, what makes him special to you?
Oh, I mean, look,
This Mano guy.
I mean, credit where credit's due, and fair play, because every time I watch this guy, it just looks like he's been playing for years. It looks like the type of player who just has that experience. He just looks like the type of player who just fits in. Yeah, he's completely elevated their squad massively, completely elevated their midfield. Yeah, I can go as far as saying he's probably generational, in my opinion. Just to see how he's gone into that team, and he's elevated them completely, Tony. They look a different team with him. Let's be real.
Again, is he generational? See, bro, the kind of words we use here, this generational.
He's
come on,
do you not
man.
think he's effectively carrying them for the past these past few games? Okay, I get it. I get it. It's a few games.
Status, man. The way we throw away these words, yeah, world class, generational. Mano is not generational yet. He needs to end those stripes. He hasn't ended yet. He needs to earn it. I know he's a good kid. I know he's just growing. I know he's honing his skills. I know he's a great guy. But he's not up to that level yet. And the hype, bro, the way these journals hype this guy, yeah, and even we podcasters, you've just said it's generational. And bro, I'm sorry, man, it's nothing like generational.
But do you not agree that he's effectively came in and elevated their squad? He's elevated them, Tony.
Okay, Bukayo Saka came in and elevated our squad, yeah. But here, yet we still have people like Rio Ferdinand putting dust on his name and saying he's not even a world-class player. How about that? And Bukayo Saka has actually carried this team for the past 3, 4, 5 seasons.
Exactly.
For the past 3 seasons, yeah, he has been carrying this team. So he's not world class. He's not generational. But then Mano, who hasn't won anything, who just came in, helped Manchester United in a few games, and suddenly he's generational. And suddenly he's the next best thing after Jack Wilshere and Zach Fabregas. I'm not buying this argument, man. Come on, man. Are these guys drunk? Are these guys drunk? Do they think we're donuts down here? Yeah. Like, I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. Because the way they're saying it, yeah, they're putting him at par with the Jude Bellinghams, with the Zach Fabregas of the world.
Yeah, he's nowhere near there at the moment. Yeah.
Personally, I even think that Cole Palmer has a more better season than him this season. How about that? I think that Cole Palmer has a more better season than Mano this season. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's fair. For me, that's fair. Look, it's all about consistency, Tony. And he's got to do it on a consistent basis. That is its year, and this is why. Look, I agree. He's been overhyped massively. To compare him to some of those names as well is embarrassing. Why are they comparing him to names like that? What's going on?
But Josh, you just said generational. I heard that word and I scratched my head, man. It's not generational, man.
He has the potential. Maybe we have different. People have different definitions to the word world class. World class for me is someone like Alexis Sanchez. World class is a player who carries you week in, week out, and that's exactly what Alexis Sanchez did. That's what I associate with someone like world class. Generational for me is a player who has potential to be one of the top. Players in so where he midfield, one of the best midfielders. That's why I call him generational, because he has the potential to be one of the best midfielders there, based on what I've seen so far. But I also agree he should not be considered to some of the names that have been mentioned, and people comparing him to these big names already. Give the kid time. Yeah. Give the kid time to have consistency. Give him a few more, years, and see if he ends up staying at Man United, or if he even moves on to another challenge or whatever. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, my definition of generation was the players who have potential to be at the top one day. It's like people have different definitions for like world class. You know, whether they win
Yeah.
on their trophies or whatever it is. But for me, world class is a player who grabs a game by the scruff of the neck and carries you. And that for me, I associate with players like Alexis Sanchez, who did that at Arsenal year in year out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
At the
agree. I think
time.
he's been
Yeah.
extremely
And won
overhyped.
us
I think
trophies too. And won us a couple of
yeah,
FA
exactly.
Cups. Yeah.
Exactly.
Riot Singh is down here and he says, big ups to you, Riot, man. Thanks, man. Every day you're here, you always drop bombs for us. Next week, Josh, man, he might just drop bombs for you down there on your
Yeah,
channel.
real
Man.
one, man. Big up.
You remember the bombs he dropped for
I
you the other
remember
day,
this
man?
guy. He's a real one, bro.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on,
Yeah, he's a real one,
Come
Raj. He
on,
supports
come on.
my channel, man. This guy, since he came down here, he has been one of those guys that's actually bankroll my channel since he came down here. Big ups to you. It's only through him I get anything money these days. But big ups to you, man. Thanks. Oh, as we were talking, he just dropped another $2 for us.
Nah, come on, man.
Riot, thanks, man. It really helps me out, man. It really helps me out. He says Moyes agent Moyes left and they crumbled. Who knows? He goes back to United and we can witness failure era 2.0. They don't have good options. But again, they don't have good options. I think that's bro, I agree with him, man. There's not much options down there. And that's why maybe when we're talking about this Arteta out, I want Arteta out, but I'm decent with it. I'm not the one to just carry him and push him out, you know. If he wins us the league or he wins us a title, he can stay. If he doesn't win it, it's up in the air.
Yeah.
You know, but I won't be that guy to literally say, let's get him out right now when I'm seeing that, you know, he's about to win the league. If he puts in the work, we can generally win the league this season. We can actually win the Champions League. If he insists on getting us that title this season, we can. We have a shouting chance to do that. But again, yeah, if we sack this guy, yeah, who do we replace him with? I'm having a problem with that. Even Diego Simeone, man, I'm not too convinced about him coming to the Premiership and gazump in this league. I don't see it. So
Not.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I think
I don't know.
no. I think look. Firstly, I agree with you. I think look, I've not been too keen on this manager. But I've always said there's context to it as well. If in terms of what happens this season, you know, he's got to, for me, go toe to toe in the Premier League title. You know, we have to go toe to toe. We cannot fall off, and he needs to go and obviously go far in the Champions League. And I've always said win a trophy this season. That is the main thing. But I'll allow it if we finish a point off of Man City or whatever it is, or if we get knocked out by Real Madrid in the semi-finals. Okay, fair enough. But there is managers out there to replace him for me, Tony. I think there's plenty. Honestly, I think there's plenty. Yeah.
Who?
Simeone. Look, I think go and get. We need an elite manager, not this rookie stuff. Yeah. So go and get Simeone, who's elite. He's been at Atletico for about 7, not 8. How many years he's been there? He's been years. Yeah. Look what he's done with Atletico Madrid. Just look what he's done. He's got them to. So he's won them 2 La Ligas.
I get that, but the Premiership is a humbler, man. The Premiership, he hasn't.
Yeah, that's a fair argument.
Yeah, the Premiership. So
That's a fair argument.
It's a big ask. He can't come in and win all of a sudden.
No, listen. If we did get rid of Arteta, we're looking for someone who can get us over the line, no? Because this whole argument about get rid of Arteta and then just scrap the whole squad, I don't think we'll do that. I think we got players there who are on the verge of world class already. If we get Simeone in, he's gonna keep Saliba, he's gonna keep Martinelli, Saka, he's gonna keep all our players. So it's about someone who can get it's about someone who can get us over the line to win us them big honors. So that's why we need elite managers and managers with big level experience. Simeone, Ancelotti, Hansi Flick, you know, the ex-Bayern Munich manager. He won 6 trophies and won 5 in one season, wherever it was. Yeah, Simeone's been there for many, many years. All right, and he's competed with 2 of the best clubs in world football, arguably, in Barcelona and Real Madrid, year in, year out.
And Real Madrid.
And he's got them up there. Yeah, Ancelotti, we all know about him, elite manager. All right, I wouldn't even mind someone like Zinedine Zidane, for example. Yeah, from I mean,
Yeah,
he's
Zidane, something
jobless at the
like that.
moment. You know,
See,
um,
but, but see, Joshua, again, Mikel Arteta can spare us all these problems. He can spare us all this,
yeah, exactly.
looking for a new manager, looking for a new project to get into, and just win us a trophy now. He can literally do it right now. Just win us a trophy. If he can do that, and then it will calm the nerves of this Arsenal fans. Yeah, that we need a trophy. We that want a trophy right now. It will calm our nerves just a little bit, and then get us over the line. So. But again, let's see. This season, make or mar for Mikel Arteta. See, yeah, Thomas Partey back to full fitness. Tomiyasu back to full fitness. Julian Timber back to full fitness. My brother, man, we're looking good in terms of this injuries that has plagued Arsenal
Yeah,
for so many weeks and so many months. I think it's finally here. Arsenal, for once, is going into this title run in this year, 2023, 2024, with a full squad ready to go in. What do you think?
great. Yeah, absolutely great. It's all but however, these players going back, do they deserve to go back into the team straight away? No, they don't. No, they don't. Not for me. Yeah, I would not rush back Party. I would not rush back. Who else came back? Tomiyasu, because
Wait, wait,
for
wait. So
me,
you don't want wait. So you don't want to see Thomas Partey in that midfield trio with Odegaard and who else
no,
should be there?
Jorginho's got to play there against Man City.
And Declan Rice.
Jorginho's got to play there for Man City. He has
You
to.
sure?
What, you're going to throw Party back in for a game like Man City? Not for me. Not for me. Jorginho, no. Look how well Jorginho played against these big sides. Look at
Yeah.
Liverpool. He got man of the match. Look at Man City at the Emirates. He's up there for man of the match. Yeah, these big games. He has that experience. He turns up in the big games, Tony. Yeah, I love Thomas Partey. Yeah, I think he's. I'm buzzing he's back, but we can't rush him back because he played how many minutes against last game Porto? Did he even come off the bench? Yeah, like 30 minutes or something. He played against Porto.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not. I don't think he's fully ready yet. I really don't, and I don't think Arteta will go with him as well. I think he'll go Jorginho. I think Jorginho deserves to start over him personally. Yeah, and
Yeah.
we know how this party's made of glass. That's the biggest thing with this guy is the guy's made of glass, and I feel like we rush him back too soon. He goes again, and he's over. He's finished for him. If he gets another injury, we rush him back. That's his Arsenal career done and dusted. And I hate to say it because I'm a big fan of the player. But I think
definitely.
You rush him back, his career's done and dusted. So I think Jorginho keeps his place for me in that Man City for the Man City game.
In that Man City game. Okay. See, Tomiyasu signed a new deal with Arsenal. He signed a 2-year deal. That deal will keep him in this football club until 2026. But this is the big catch. In that deal, it has 1 year also that will be added. If he meets some certain terms in the contract, so that could, keep him here until 2027. But this is the thing: Tomiyasu was starting before Ben White this season in a way. But do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think that Tomiyasu should be used sparingly in this team or slowly in this team, or what's his role in the team right now? Because we just handed him a new deal. Let's call it a 3-year contract. When you show faith in that kind of player that has gotten lots of injury worries this season, that's excessive faith in that player. It means you want to play him. It means you recognize what he brings to the team. That's what Mikel Arteta have done. I have no complaints about that. But how do we use Tomiyasu? Because he's been blighted by injuries. You can't count on him to be fit most times in the game. So how do we go about it? How do you want to see him play? And mind you, Benjamin White is probably the best right back right now in the league. I'm sorry.
This is what I'm saying. I mean, who does he really get over, Tomiyasu? He's coming back now from injury. That's the thing that lets him down. Because as you said, you made the perfect point right there. He was getting over Ben White. Yeah, those few games he had at right back, he's getting over Ben White. He's getting Ben White out of position. He's playing superb. And the guy's a fantastic player, which I agree he deserves a contract because of how good a player the guy is for us. And Arteta seems to love the guy a lot because of, that buzzword again, versatile. The guy can play right back, left back. centre
Yeah.
back as well. You know, he
Yeah.
can play.
He plays centre back for Japan. He can do that.
There we go. There we go. So yeah, but the thing that lets me down the most is, yes, it seems to be a common thing when we talk about injuries, but another injury-prone player, another injury-prone player, a player who can't stay fit, you can't rely on for a full for a full season. That is his biggest issue. So right now he doesn't get back into the team because you've got Ben White there, who's been on some fantastic form. All right, who's been looking like the Ben White from last season. I said he's one of the best right backs last season, and he's looking, these recent games, he's been absolutely superb. He's been doing a very difficult task as well. He's got to do the inverted task because we've had no Zinchenko there. We have a Kiwior there instead. He's had to overlap. He's had to defend as well, keep his position at the same time and not get caught out. And he's been playing superb. Yeah. So you don't get him right back. Centre backs, no way you're getting over Gabriel and Saliba. And Kiwior, he's been performing really well. So does he get with Kiwior based on form? No, he doesn't. So what I will say though is with Tomiyasu is, and it's the same with Timber as well.
Yeah,
going forwards, yeah, you look at on paper on the squads going forwards. I think they're part of a team. I think going forward they're part of the team. I think Timber comes in left back, and then once again he can play centre back and right back. You know, again he can play CDM as well. Apparently, again, Arnett loves to play all this versatile stuff. Tomiyasu's the same, can play right back, centre back, left back. So I understand why we signed Tomiyasu on a I think what would you say? Is it 3-year contract extension?
It's basically a 3-year deal. It's 2 years, but you need to trigger some things to get that 1 year extra deal also. But he would likely meet it. I know Arsenal, they would likely give it to him. So let's just call it 3-year deal.
Yeah. So look, so a 3-year deal, you know, I understand it. I do think it'll be part of our long-term future and plans. But the thing that as I said, is injuries, man. Injury prone is so frustrating. How many players we've got at our football club that is just injury prone? We got too many at the end of the day. You know, our striker Jesus, injury prone. Partey, injury prone. Tomiyasu, injury prone. We just have too many players, just injury prone at our club, and it's frustrating. It really is.
So now you don't have any problem with giving with Arsenal giving Tomiyasu that deal, right? No problem, right?
No. I think he deserves it.
Absolutely no problem. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Now let's move on to the last one. Kai Havertz. Oh my days. Hasn't this guy made us look like a donut, in the Premiership? As if that's not enough, Josh, This guy makes us look like even more bigger donuts, on the international stage. Like, see, Josh, see, there comes a time, There comes a time, where you know, sometimes you just swallow your words, you know. You just have to be shamed. See, that's why I always say, you actually have to be shameless. If you're saying, hey, I'll stick to my guns, I'll be negative, I'll be this, I'll be critical. Bro, come on, man. Shut that crap up, man. If Kai Havertz is proving us wrong, let's call a spade. He's made us look like absolute donuts. Let's accept that. It's completely made a public show of us, in the Premiership, and he has also made a public show of us internationally. Even his manager, Nagelsmann, is playing him as a number 9. That for crying out loud. Did you see that?
Yeah. And he scored as well, didn't he? He scored, he scored against France as well.
What belief does that guy have in Kai Havertz? And he's putting him in number 9 slot. He's the main striker. Let this sink in. Kai Havertz is the main striker for Germany. Let that sink in again before I pass the torch on to you. Kai Havertz is leading the German national team. He's the head striker. Josh, how about that? You see, he's made us look like donuts in the league. He's scored goals. I criticized this guy this season. He's made a public show of me. I've eaten my words. I've done the honorable thing. But again, it takes a different, it's another level when it goes internationally and still dunks on our face again. Yet again, international. Bro, talk about this, man.
So what
Love
date
the
is the
goal he
season?
scored the other day.
So what date is the season ending, Tony? 19th of May, yeah? 19th of May is the last day.
Exactly that.
So when it gets to 19th of May, I'll make a full video. Yeah, I'll make a full video saying, Kai Havertz, I'm sorry. Yeah, you've proved me wrong. Look, honestly, like no, real talk. Yeah, he's been playing really well, and no, I said it like last show we did. I said, you know what? He's making us see our words.
Shout out
You know,
Miss
both of our-
Melina. Miss Melina is in the
Yeah,
chat.
big up Mel,
Big
big up
up
Miss
to Miss
Melina.
Melina.
Big up
Miss
Melina.
Melina, how are you doing? The Saski Guna, he was in London.
Big up,
You know,
Mel.
big up
Come
to
on, bro.
you. You know, he was in London. Miss Melina too was in London too. She'll be going back for the Champions League game. Miss Melina. Miss Melina, I love you. You know I love you, Miss Melina. You know that. Miss Melina would be with me in that crunch Manchester City game on Sunday. She'll be dining that. See, she'll be here live. See, yeah, Miss Melina, she worked with me on this channel. You know, I never forget people who helped me. Also, I'm also remembering Mr. Tangadurai also. What I don't know if Tangadurai is, oh, Manny too is also down here. He's also down here, and he says, "Evening, boys. Havertz drew blanks against Potter and still not proven himself against the bigger teams in the Premiership. I want to wait until the end of the season, then we will judge." Ah, Manny, I'm bringing you on the show this week. No. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. It helped us again. No, Manny. No, I disagree with you. I hate disagreeing with Manny, but I have to disagree with you on this one. And we have to do that on the show. Against Brentford. Come on, man. Arsenal needed those points against Brentford away at the Victech Stadium. Who bailed us out? Yeah, correct. Kai Havertz. When we needed someone to bail us out in that game against Brentford. Yeah? Who bailed us out? Yeah, that's right. You knew who bailed us out. In that game against Liverpool, who helped us score that goal? Come on, man. Manny. See, Manny, I know it's hard. Yeah, you know, we all have egos. Yeah, I get it. Manny, I get it. We all have egos. But there's some times where you have to put the ego aside, yeah, and just call a spade a spade. Yeah, this guy has proven us wrong. He's proven us wrong. Let's just pray he keeps scoring. That's mine, because me, the end goal is not just for him to score. The end goal is for him to score and get me trophies. I want the trophy. I won't complain if this guy scores more goals and get us trophies. But for you to say, Manny, that he hasn't scored or he hasn't proven himself against bigger teams, I'm sorry, man. Liverpool is enough bigger teams this season for me. That goal he scored against Liverpool is big for me. But again, let me make sure I'm in the right train of thought. Do you agree with that statement, Josh? Because you have to put you're part of this show. You're my partner on this show, so you have to stick your neck too neck deep into the arguments too.
Of course,
do you think Manny is correct in this?
I partly agree with him. I agree with him at like the last bit. I want until the end of the season. Exactly, Manny. That's what I'm saying as well. 19th of May when the season ends, I'll make my full judgment. I'll do sorry videos, all that stuff for you guys. Yeah, but no. What I will say is the first part. I agree with you, Tony. He has proven the past, few games we've seen of the guy. He's turned up in the big moments. Brentford twice this season, Liverpool. This season as well, as we know, he's turned up in these big games. To be fair, which we just named there, and also, what did he say about the Porto performance? He said he's poor against Porto.
Even that Porto game, most of our players were poor. Declan Rice was poor. Saka was poor. Saka dropped a stinker in that matchup. He was one of our worst players in that Porto game. So Manny Tangadurai, when we're saying that Kai Havertz was poor in that game, we even had our star boy who was poorer than Kai Havertz in that game. It was a total stinker. The whole team was a stinker, but they got us over the line at the end of the day, innit? And again, Kai Havertz stepped up and scored a goal for us. Where was our main striker? Yeah, Gabriel Jesus. Where was he? He didn't get up to be the first three to take the penalty in the penalty shootout. Kai Havertz was amongst the guys, the first three who took the penalty shootout. So for him to even get those goals, and still come up, and score that goal, I'm talking of the penalty shootout, and score it, Manny, I'm running out of excuses not to give him his flowers this season. You know and I'm a fair person. I would not sit down here and say we shouldn't give him his. At least after the season, if we win something, yeah, good, I understand. But again, I didn't know he would even score up to 5 goals this season. I thought he would just totally flop it out and just score maybe 4 or 3 goals. But for him to even approach nearly double numbers this season, man, that's something I couldn't believe. But see ya, Josh, man. See ya, guys. Miss Melina will be joining me in that matchup. Manchester City versus Arsenal. She'll be down here for the first time in how many months. Big up Miss Melina. Have you had a show with Miss Melina before?
Of course, yeah. I've known Mel. I've known Miss Melina for many years, Tony. Yeah, so she always comes to my channel, and yeah, big up to Mel, absolute real one. She goes. She lives in Canada. She lives in Canada, right? But she goes to many games as well.
Canada, yeah. She really helped me build this channel. People like Jazz, you know, people like Bagav, Stephen, her friend too, and our friend who died, is so rest in peace. You know, Mani Tangadirai was also, you know, Mani too also helped me on this channel too, you know. So, you know, I really respect Mani Tangadirai also, you know, although I don't know if he's very available to come to my channel these days. You know, it's a darling of this big channels these days, but Manny, man, show up, man. Show up, Manny. And Manny, what happens if Arsenal goes down to Manchester City, yeah, and go rip Man City a new one down there, man? What would you say with Kai Havertz scoring the goal? Man, Manny, I hope the ground doesn't open up, man. Manny says here, he says, I will give him and all others their flowers at the end. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Win. Until then, we cannot go overboard. Well done to him for improving and scoring more. Yeah, I get that. You know, but bigger tests await. Fishes.
Bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Bigger fish to fry. See ya, Josh. We've come to the end of the show. No need keeping you for too long. 1 hour, 22 minutes. It's okay. It could have gone to 1 hour, 30 minutes, but I'm fairly okay with this, you know, because I'm just coming back, you know, and, you know, I'm feeling good. And it's nice to, you know, mark my return with our show down here together. And I look up to doing more shows this week. Probably I get Manny down here, man. I miss having Manny on the show. Manny, to be nice to have you here quite soon. I'll send you a message this week. I want to bring in Hamza, the Manchester City fan, the mouthy Manchester City fan. I want to bring him down here. Deji Spores might be coming down here to wish Arsenal bad luck against Tottenham. Against Manchester City. So he should be coming down here this week. The Premier League Talk Factory will be back this week on I think on Thursday, so catch that one. Me and Banks, my guy, will be down here this week. We'll be talking everything Arsenal football in general and the Premiership, so join me and him down here next week, guys. Yeah, you have to also catch this week on Thursday. I will be at a station with which I'm a content creator down there with them right now, and in partnership with them, Sarcasm TV. I will be with Flawless down there with TJ Warren. You know, TJ Warren is now the most famous guy out there right now. You know, TJ, they all love him everywhere these days. So, you know, big up to TJ and big up to what you're doing, man. Big up to you. But he's also my partner at Sarcasm TV. We have a show down there. So big ups to them. I'll be with the boys down there. Talking Man City, Arsenal going to the Etihad. You know, we'll be talking about that on Thursday. So join us on Sarcasm TV on Thursday midnight. I'll be down there with them, with the boys, and it's perfect timing because I'm not going to work on Friday. It's a Good Friday, so I could stay with them for hours down there. Catch me and Josh next week, Monday. By then, Arsenal would have gone down to the Etihad, and, you know, ripped rip Man City a new one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
by then, me and Josh will be out here singing our victory laps. See, guys, believe. We have to believe. We have
We
to
have to.
believe.
We have to.
Yeah, we have to believe. We have to believe because see, yeah, if Manchester United, were around this space, around this, around this space right now in the league, they will be galvanizing their fan base. They will be supporting the team. So that's what I would do. I would support this team. I'll put every other thing aside and support the team for now. So that's what we have to do. Support the team. Yeah, get behind the team and let's see if we can get something. They need us right now. Let's get behind them. And
Sure.
see you guys. Catch me tomorrow. Me and Oregon Gunner. See, Manny, join me and Oregon Gunner tomorrow, please. 6:30 tomorrow. Join me and this guy tomorrow. 6:30 UK time. Please join me and Oregon Gunner. I will send you something so that you can come talk to me, Oregon Gunner, and of course to the crowd down here, man. Big ups, Manitan Gadra. Always nice to see you, man. Raj is down here, and Raj says, "Ask Deji to bring a basketball and a CH costume." I will bring Deji on Friday. I definitely have to bring him. Thank you, Raj, man. Raj is one of these guys that has helped me down here, man. I don't know how to thank you, Raj, man. Big ups to you. Thanks for everything you do for me, Raj. I really, really appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you, brother, man. Thanks, man. God bless you. And see ya from me. Josh, tell us what you have coming up this week, man.
Yeah,
Johnny, I know you have the show today. Talk to the people, man.
Yeah, I'm literally going live in about 5 minutes time, guys. Podcast. We're talking about the Man City Arsenal game, of course. We're joined by Rory, who's in the chat right now, RD12.
Shout out Rory, real one. Rory's a real one. Big up to Rory.
But yeah, we'll be live in a few minutes, guys. You guys, we do daily Arsenal content, daily football content as well. Even in international break as well. I've been trying to do some other content as well, people. So yeah, we do everything to do with Arsenal. Of course, podcasts, transfer news, match reactions, previews, opposition previews, everything you need to do with Arsenal. Come over to the channel, guys. And yeah, again, anyone's on, anyone's welcome. We'll always respect you guys' opinions, and yeah, that's all it's about the end of the day. But Tony, absolute pleasure, man. Thank you very much for the invite yet again, bro. Really do appreciate it. Always love, with you as always, man, and your chat as well, your community. Yeah, big up everyone, man. Big up everyone. Really, really do, appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully next week we'll be buzzing, Tony. That's the main thing. With the party poppers, with the champagne or something like that, with the beers, we'll be coming out. We beat Man City. It's as simple as that.
Believe. See, guys, believe that Arsenal is going to go down there on Sunday and beat Man City. Believe it. This is the most scared I've seen Man City. Believe it. Something is going to happen down there. Trust me. Something is going to happen. Their players aren't falling like flies in the internationals for no reason. Yeah, they're scared. So Arsenal will go down there and let's do something. Get behind the team, support them, and let's go get a decent result and not a slapping up at the Etihad. From me and Josh, and everyone who joined us here, thank you very much. From me and Josh, we are out.